I got a theory. Is the word Akata a mystery? Do we really know the history? I'm Nigerian, born in America, so this is 5 minutes with an Akata?
Aki, thank you so much for joining me for 5 minutes with an Akata, ?
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. All right, we're jumping right into it like we always do. Give me a little bit of your background. Where are you from? Where were you born and raised? And what ethnicity do you identify with?
Okay, so long story short, I was born in Kenya. I moved here when I was around 6 or 7. Always been on the East Coast, been in Baltimore since I was 9. So I'm Baltimore bred.
So both of your parents are from Kenya?
Yeah, so both of my parents are from Kenya, but I was raised by my mother. Um, so, and I'm one of those African kids that came to America and just wanted to be American so bad. So I kind of forgot my culture, and I feel really bad now because it's just like it wasn't a thing back in the day to be a dark-skinned African kid. Now it's a thing. So, yeah. If I could redo it, I would work harder to keep the culture.
Interesting. Interesting you say that. Have you heard of the word Akata? And if you have heard of the word Akata, what does it mean?
So I have heard of the word, mostly said by my West African friends, but and I guess adopted throughout the whole of Africa now as a thing. But I always just thought it was like a word just to reference like people, African Americans, basically. So,
Okay.
I don't know. Like I was after we spoke, I spoke to my cousin, and yeah, she kind of took it as a derogatory term, almost like a curse word type thing. And I was so confused. I'm like, this is so interesting. Like I've never really like thought that it would have any negative connotations towards it.
So why didn't you think it would have negative? It wouldn't have negative. What's been your experience with the word? Has it been more so positive?
I guess like in Kenya we have like a word for like Caucasians, which is Mzungu. So like we'll be like, oh, there's, now that you say something, I'm like, oh, there's that Mzungu over there, or there's an Akata over there type thing. But I never thought it as negative. Like somebody would say, oh, there's an African over there type thing. It's just like basically your identification, right?
Right.
So maybe I've been a little naive and oblivious to things, but I'm here to learn. So yeah.
So you think that, so you're saying you think, although your personal experience has been like, oh, this is just a way to identify someone, that there might have been something more to it all along, based on a conversation you had with your cousin.
Yeah, definitely.
How have people used the word around you prior to the conversation you've had with your cousin? Or do you remember it being used in Kenya when you lived there? I mean, you were really young. But...
Definitely. Yeah, no, definitely not in Kenya. More so around the States and everything. Because of course we wouldn't be using Akata in Kenya. I don't even know what the word for African American is in Swa, but I hear like most of the people who are East African that use the word, they have a lot of West African friends. Like there's a lot of West African influence in their lives.
Oh man, this was good. This was really good. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me for 5 minutes with an Akata ?
No problem. Let's do it again soon.
Maybe you know the true definition of Akata. If so, let me know. If you like this episode, subscribe, rate, share, and help spread the hope of unity. Ohiyan Zekbe, y'all. I leave you with love, joy, faith, hope. Peace.
LAM.